Well, the results are in for my infant. He took this test on March 2nd, which places him at a little over 3 months. December, January, February, March. No, he wasn't even 3 months yet. He was just under 3 months old. And his score is 73.9, which is very good if you look at this curve here for his microbiome. And that's amazing and awesome considering that this was a C-section. I do think some of that is because we started him on the Evivo probiotic right away. But I think some of that is also because of my microbiome, because it does get transferred to the baby as well. So this is great news for him. It's a great start for his overall health. And as you can scroll down, we can see that he's doing really well with the bifidobacterium, and majority of it is the bifido infantis, which is the primary microbiome of an infant. And I think the probiotics definitely helped, starting that when he was born, basically, the first few days of his life. You know, some work could be needed with the metabolic health here with the akkermansia. We can obviously supplement with that. Doing pretty good with the lactobacilli, but the good thing is that his bifido is up, and that's what we want to see. I just started him on Lactobacillus rhamnosus just because, he's got a little bit of, I wouldn't say constipation, but he has bowel movements every 3 days, and I like to see him go every day. So I think that should help. He's got the pathogens in control. This is what we need to watch out for, because if there's any kind of antibiotics introduced or anything that can disrupt his microbiome, especially when he starts solids, I have to watch things like wheat and dairy because they can disrupt the microbiome. You can see here that these can go out of control. We have to really watch that. Really watch out for is things like E. coli. Like, these all need to stay low and in control by the beneficial bacteria. And what happens is sometimes when you go on an antibiotic, or maybe, this is dysbiosis, maybe a triggered leaky gut, do not want to give this child any cow's milk protein, because sometimes that can disrupt the microbiome. That can cause some of these pathogens to become opportunistic. So we have to be very, very careful with that. It's very hard with children because obviously the diet for kids is horrendous. But as you can see right now, all of his pathogenic bacteria, even though they're present in small amounts, which is what you want. He is no parasites, thank God. And he is exclusively breastfed. Interestingly, Candida is completely absent. And that's great. My son had Candida, unfortunately. My older son, who's 13. That's because we were given antibiotics in the hospital for my C-section infection. I think that might have triggered it. So he's doing really good. There's no mold, there's no Candida. Everything is actually very, very good. He's got the short chain fatty acids, which is what we want. His digestion absorption markers are all in the green. Looks like predominantly he has bifidobacterium, which is what you want for an infant gut. Happy that I did this test. We're obviously going to be checking it again when he starts solids, and being careful that he's not being introduced foods that can be disruptive to these babies' microbiome. So we'll be monitoring this. And I had just also submitted another test for his saliva genetics test to see where he's at there. And, this is the way to prevent having problems with your health with your babies as they get older, is by starting them at a young age and being on top of it. And that's what we're going to be doing with Danny.